What's up everyone, welcome to another video, and we are back for our third video in less than a week. Feeling pretty good. I hope you guys have enjoyed the last couple of videos, but today we're going to be talking about the crash, the stock market crash that is still upon us. And as of filming this, the industrial average and the S&P 500 are down 8%. The Dow Jones Industrial Average in particular is down over 2,000 points, the biggest single point drop day in history. Not the biggest percentage drop, mind you, that was back in 1987, but the biggest point day drop in history, all thanks to what you've probably seen, crude oil prices dropping about 30% over the weekend. And we're not here to talk about that in particular. What we're going to talk about today is how to protect yourself and how to the way that I think to make the best investments for you and the best decisions for you and your family during times like this. Again, this is not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing and things that have helped me and might help you as well. So, the very first thing is to first have an emergency fund. You need to have this no matter what, no matter if the economy is doing great, doing bad, how much money you make. You have to have 3 to 6 months worth of expenses saved up that you don't touch ever, put into high interest savings, and leave it alone. The next expense that we're gonna have to dip into mine for is probably the roof. But it would be nice to even not have to do that. Just have the money organically saved up. So just have that, have that saved up. If you want to do the Dave Ramsey approach, start with $1,000, have that set aside, and then build up from there. But have that safety net, because in times like this, people are acting frantic. Businesses will start acting frantic. They'll have to adjust. Jobs could be lost. You never know. So always have that set aside. The next thing would be to, if you already have money invested into the stock market, don't pull it out. It's too late. You will lose a fortune. If you have money there, just sit there. Instead, invest for the long game. You need to always plan to have your money invested for 10 years, if not longer. The money that I've invested is going to be there until I retire, barring any bad things happening, and I need the money sooner. So invest your money and leave it alone. Don't ever touch it unless you absolutely have to, but hopefully that will not be the case. So keep your money invested and let's move on. And tying in with that, the third thing is now that the market is going down, this is the best buying opportunity that I've personally seen since I've started investing, which wasn't that long ago, but when the market goes down, your buying opportunity gets a lot better. So invest a little bit here and there, that's what I'm doing anyway, to build up value, and then whenever this coronavirus nonsense goes away, which eventually it will, prices will start to correct and you'll see some profit hopefully pretty quickly. The main thing is do not invest more money than you can. So if you got $600 in the account right now, but you're gonna get paid next week, but your rent's due, pay your rent, and don't put off important things that you have to do to try and put this money into the market now, because you might end up regretting it. So make sure that you have all your fundamental bills out of the way. After, of course, you have your safety net of your money set aside that you can use for your emergency fund at any point. Make sure that you do that. And number four, probably the most important thing, and again, this is also advice for at any point during the market, not just now, but at any time, do not invest more than you can lose. If all the money that you have is $10,000 and that is it, whether that's your savings or whatever left that you've been over years, or you got a bonus check or something like that, don't invest all of that. Invest a little bit at a time. Don't spend more than you can use, because if you invest 10 grand and the market drops 50% for some reason and you're out all that money, then you're up shit's creek. So just make sure that you are conservative with your investments and you're smart about it. Don't just watch my video or someone else's video, go with it, read up on what is happening in the market, and try to make like a second little part-time job out of it. Always read, always make sure you know what you're doing. And one of the easiest ways to do that, and as I finish up this video here, is to keep your investments safe. And what I mean by that is, unless you have a lot of time to look at individual stocks, or you have more risk tolerance, you want to do that, invest in the S&P 500, whether it be Vanguard or SPY, something like that, something that encapsulates the whole market. you have some stocks like Microsoft as of right now has dropped only 4%. You've got like Google, Amazon, Apple that have dropped 8, if not a lot more. So having the S&P 500, which encompasses all that, you'll see a happy medium in the drop, but then the gains will be tremendous whenever it starts to go back up. So just make sure that unless you can really look at all the stocks that you follow in depth every day, all the time, to just be safe and go into an index fund and keep things simple for yourself that way. And it also just helps with a little bit of peace of mind, knowing that as long as the market does well, you'll be doing well. So anyway guys, I just wanted to get that quick little video out of the way. If you enjoyed the video, consider subscribing and drop a like. Let me know what you're going to be doing in the comments below for your finances, and hopefully we don't go down too much lower. I'm putting some money in day by day, hour by hour almost, so just let me know what you think, and we'll see you all in the next one.